Well, hello, good afternoon everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you're doing fantastic out there. In this video today, I want to show you a power inverter that I picked up on the Amazon Prime Day sales event. This is the SUNWHEEL 500 watt pure sine wave power inverter. So this converts your 12 volt DC into 110 volt AC. This runs at 60 hertz. Now I picked this up because I want to replace another 500 watt inverter that I had that was modified sine wave. So this one, being pure sine, will have a cleaner electrical signature than the previous model. Now because I was able to catch it on Amazon Prime Day, I got a really good price. But the current price at the time that I'm filming this video today is $48 and some change. So as you can see, it comes in this plain box. It is set up for 12 volts. This is a 500 watt unit. Here is a little bit of information on the manufacturer. And right here you can see it's also for 12 volts. Without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up. I've played with this off camera, and I gotta tell you guys, I'm pretty impressed with what you get for the price point. I like this little power inverter so much, I bought a second one. It's a good unit for the price point. So right here you have a 12 volt accessory plug if you want to run this inverter off of your vehicle. So maybe you have a van or something like that and you want some light duty power. You know, maybe you're gonna run TV and charge your phone and run maybe your Starlink or something like that. A situation like this would be perfect for off-grid van life type people. The next thing that you can see that's included with this package are very nice alligator clips that you can use to connect this thing very easily to a battery. So this is awesome if you're in an off-grid situation. Maybe you're on a job site and you want to use this to charge, let's say for example, your power tool batteries, sine wave and 500 watts. That's like the sweet spot right there. So you can see that this inverter comes packaged very well. Very nice. SUNWHEEL pure sine wave inverter, 500 watts, 12 volt, and it creates a very nice clean output of electricity. As you can see on the back here, we have a power switch on or off and duplex receptacles. Very, very nice. And then of course right here we have a display that tells us the voltage of the battery. We have a fan that cools the unit down and a very simple connection point for negative and positive wires. So very, very cool. They also include two 40 amp fuses with this unit. And let's take a look at this user manual that's also included with this unit. So this is operation instructions, user manual kind of stuff. It's written in Chinese, but right here you can have some English. Check whether there's any damage or breakage and whether the power of this machine is the same that you purchased. In case of missing accessories, please contact our company suppliers. Our company is committed to continuous improvement and innovation. If there's any change in data, we will not give any notice. Based on safety and performance considerations, the installation environment shall meet the following conditions, and then keep this thing dry. Keep it in temperatures between 0 centigrade and 40 degrees centigrade. Of course, you know, you can see all the Chinese, but they do have it in English. So they want adequate ventilation. Make sure that you turn it in the off position first before you make your connections. Then once it's connected, you can turn the thing on. Very nice. The red wire is connected to the red on the inverter, black wire connected to the black. Very, very simple. I thought it was pretty cool for a limited price, you know, that we can get an inverter like this. So very, very cool. Right here is some suggested solutions and problems and what you can do about them. And then of course here is some more. And then right down here there's some more. If it sounds an alarm, and what to do if the battery dies. I mean, it's just packed full of information, and I do like that they translated to English for us. So if there's any information here that you're interested in, please feel free to hit that pause button. It does have 6 protection systems, so under voltage protection, over voltage protection, overload protection, over temperature protection, reverse connection protection, and short circuit protection. So very, very cool. I like this unit, and I was impressed with how it performed off camera before filming this video. That's why I got really excited to shoot this video for you guys. So that's what's included. There's a little inspection thing there in the box, and this unit is extremely easy to connect. Very, very easy with these wires. We just connect these right here to the bottom. They just thread right on, and they already have the eyelets on them and everything. So very, very simple. Put that on, tighten this down, and then repeat the process with the red one, with the positive terminal. Take that screw off, take the nut off, put the eyelet on, put the nut back on. Of course, you want to make sure that this unit stays in a ventilated area, that the connections are nice and tight. Very easy to install this unit. And right up here towards the back side of my table, I do have a lithium iron phosphate battery. I will go ahead and connect the inverter to this battery. So let's go ahead and connect them like this for those little M6 screws, and at this point we can turn the power on, and the inverter's ready to go as soon as that light turns green. When it's red, it's not ready, and when it's green, it's ready to go. The display on the back will tell you the voltage of your battery. So we have a 13.2 volt battery, and from here you can plug in all your stuff 500 watts and down. So running a desktop computer, running a television, running a small water pump, all kinds of things you can use a small unit for like this for, including the cooler that is behind me. I was actually running this little wall unit off of this inverter off camera, and it worked fantastic. That unit pulls, I think, around 380 watts, 400 watts, something like that, and this unit powered it with no problem. The reason I'm so excited about sine wave inverters is because it's very, very clean electricity. It does not have a dirty waveform like some of the electricity that we use when we're using something like a modified sine wave inverter. Now the dimensions of this unit, it is 1.9 inches thick, or 50 millimeters. It is 100 millimeters wide, or 3.9 inches, and it's 170 millimeters long, or 6.6 inches. So very, very cool. And like we talked about earlier, it does have those protection systems: overload protection, over temperature protection, over current protection, high input voltage protection, low input voltage protection, as well as short circuit protection. You can use something like this for running a small office. You can run printer, you can run a laptop, charge your batteries for your cameras, you can run a fan, a TV, charge your iPad, run a small water heater to heat water, as long as it's below 500 watts. Very, very cool things that you could do with this unit. Now I'm reading off of their Amazon page here on my phone, and it says SUNWHEEL is a leading manufacturer specializing in power inverters, renowned for high quality and cost-effective product offerings. A car inverter is a fundamental device utilized for converting direct current power from a vehicle's battery into alternating current power, enabling the operation of various electronic devices. Widely employed by travelers, our car inverters are engineered to provide reliable power supply for laptops, mobile phones, and other essential appliances while on the move. And then right there, you can see the oscilloscope that's showing the sine wave, the pure sine wave form there. Fantastic. This is really, really nice. It does have a LCD screen like I showed you. Another thing that's really nice about using a sine wave inverter versus a non-sine wave is the noise. A lot of times when you use a regular inverter, it makes noise when it's converting that DC over to AC. Sine wave inverters don't do that. They're a lot quieter. On the back here, you can see the little cooling fan. This is an intelligent cooling fan with a silent cooling fan. It's designed to automatically adjust its rotation speed based on the power load and the temperature. This ensures efficient heat dissipation and minimizes any annoying working noise. As you can see, the housing is made out of a high quality aluminum housing. It's not plastic like a lot of these other inverters. Aluminum is good because it helps dissipate heat as well, and it's a solid material. It's not plastic like some of the other ones that you find on the market. You can easily charge your smartphones, cameras, iPads, notebooks, PS4s, and various other devices. It's the ultimate solution to keep your gadgets up and running wherever you go. So you can take something like this camping. It's lightweight. If you combine it with a battery like this that's really small, you don't have a big package. So it's something small, something that's going to work good for light duty things. If you're going to put it in your RV, put it on your boat, maybe even take it camping or off-grid like I do. Now, one of the things that I really liked about this inverter is it is a 500 watt continuous power inverter, and it will also peak at 1,000 watts. So if you need something a little more than 500 to get started, it can do that, as long as it doesn't exceed that 1,000 watt peak startup pull. Some other uses that you could use this for is to charge your string lights, run your laptop if you're running a breast pump, a nebulizer, maybe a game console, run your TV, your DVD player, your Roku, lights, like I said, the iPad, and many other electronic devices. Another thing that I like about this unit is its efficiency is 90% efficient. So very nice. This operates at 60 Hertz, and like I mentioned, it peaks at 1,000 watts of performance. So right now behind this battery, you can see I have a small off-grid setup. I have a 25 watt panel, I have a small 10 amp charge controller, and I plan on swapping out this 500 watt inverter for this one, because this new one is pure sine wave. This one is not a sine wave inverter. It does work good. All I have to do is connect it to my battery, and then I have power. And as soon as it's connected to a battery, my charge controller comes to life, and then I can start charging with this solar panel. Now, I did notice that on this inverter, it does not have little connection points for me to connect it to that piece of wood like this other one does. But that's not going to be too hard, because there's two screws right here on the bottom. I can take a small angle of sheet metal and make my own connection points. So I'm not out of the water with this one. It's just a small obstacle that I can easily overcome. Now, when you get an inverter like this, what I'd recommend is running it until the point where you get the fan to kick on, and then take you a little piece of string or toilet paper and see if the fan is blowing out this way or if it's sucking air in. That's important, because if you're going to mount this upward like this, you want to make sure that the wind, that the air is going to be climbing up out of the inverter. So you don't want airflow going this way. If you're going to install it this way, it would be really difficult for the air to get out of the unit. So make sure that you do that little test on your inverter and make sure what the airflow is, what direction it's going, before you mount this thing. Well, folks, that's all I have for you today on this video, taking a look at this SUNWHEEL 500 watt pure sine wave inverter. If this is something that interests you, I'll put a link in the description box down below. The price point for this unit, being a full pure sine wave inverter, is a very good price. So I just wish that they had some way of connecting it, you know, so you can screw it down like that previous one was. But with all that being said, folks, testing this thing off camera, it works very good. As long as you're within the 1,000 watt peak and 500 continuous, it works very well. So with all that being said, folks, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Like this video, share this video, and until next time, have a beautiful day out there. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.